Okay, we're doing a short behind the scenes of Valley and Beyond magazine to give you an idea of, in addition to the writing and the articles, what the magazine it really is and the people involved with it. So right now we have Dani Fisher, artist who, for some strange reason, decided to become involved with the magazine, and this is not prepared, no questions, no nothing. She's going to give you an idea about what she does and everything.
Well, the question of why I got into it is, for me, it was a how could you not? I always liked writing, and I always liked doing that, and since I've joined, I've realized how much more I love writing. I had plans, I'm a visual artist and a musician, and I had plans for children's books that I started with illustration that I make, and then the little stories that go with them. But now that I started writing again for this, all it's done personally for me is get me more excited about writing again. So it's all very selfish. I mean, yes, this is a very big part of the Lehigh Valley that this magazine exists. Is Michael Phoenix altruistic, that he does this for the people more than just a paycheck? Yes. And those are the things I look for. I'm not...
And I did not tell you to say that at all.
No. And I'm not a money-hungry type person. I need money to live. I definitely need to feed my family, and I'd like the most money as possible, but it's really important to me that every job I take feels right. That's why I work for myself. That's why I'm an artist. I work with horses, I play music, and I get to do what I want. I have responsibilities. I have kids, and the animals are a responsibility. The music, the art maintenance, and keeping it going is a responsibility. So they're all responsible jobs that I enjoy and that I have freedom in. So once I joined, not only is it a good thing to want to do and set your mind to it, in fact, I programmed myself to take it harder than I actually have to take it, because I was so excited. I wanted to make sure I did a good job. But the exciting thing about this is that it's just such a natural, fun thing. I love to connect to people, and I've been a teacher, and I had the radio show. What I like to do is expose artists for artists and enthuse them in talking about themselves, promoting themselves, without being someone that gives workshops and tells people what to do. Like, I want people to be able to celebrate.
Everybody's an expert now.
Yes. And with the internet, anybody can have a job. Anybody can do anything they want on there. So luckily for me, I can work from home to write my thoughts, but I can go where I want to. All the things that I do are exciting, and I want to share them with other people. So I get to run around and talk about things I've seen and done and experienced. Is it a good price for other people to go? Is it something we're seeing? Is this an important issue that you should know about? It's about celebrating our lives and getting all that information out there for people. This stuff is right under their noses. When you live in Lehigh Valley, there's so many things going on. We just have Blues Fest. It was $15. If you buy tickets ahead of time, I think it was $10. For $10, whether you're rich or poor or in between, you got 7 hours of music, free parking, this amazing...
Actually, Saturday and Sunday was a little more, but it was for they literally had it it was a day long. Friday night was like a half day.
So there's
it was a good deal
for $10. Now, people that are always on the internet, or people that see the promotional information, those kind of people can grab that information and go to these things, but there's so many other people that just aren't in the flow of things because they have jobs, families, work. It's so good to just get it out there, and that makes me feel good. To be able to do an article on amazing people. I just interviewed Stephen Simpson, who is a preacher and a singer, and he plays bluegrass, but he also has an amazing church and takes care of people and plays music throughout the church. It's to see these people in society that I interview that are totally spinning the world and helping others just by being themselves, and show other people these people. For me, it's an awareness thing. I want everybody to be as aware as I feel I am. I'm a human, I'm not always completely on top, but it's just a way for me to connect to other people, to know that this stuff, this pulse is out there of humanity, and it keeps going. So for me, that's what it's all about. I do it with my art, I hope I do it with my music, and now I get to write. So that's why I do it, and I get to stay home and write it if I need to. I don't have to show up at an office or anything like that. So that's my...
Now, I do actually have one question. Mm-hmm. What is it? And I want, if you...
I'm sorry, it's true. I get to do what I want.
No, my question is, my question is, what is it like to work with the magazine? And I mean, I'll fully admit, I get frustrated, I get pissed off at times. Be completely point blank, positive or negative about it, and if you're not, I'll know in a heartbeat. What's it like to work with the magazine? Point blank, from the actually...
He's an incredibly amazing person. with great gifts and completely altruistic and unselfish in what he needs to do. He needs to make a living and take care of ends meet. In fact, we argue about the sales and the money part because I'm like, we should put this out there more, we should do this. But the intention of him doing this, besides the fact that he does music, does his own artwork, and writes books, he's an author, is he's an amazing person. Any frustration that I would ever have is that I would feel that he's so altruistic that he's not thinking enough of himself.
I do. I admit it's just not good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fully willing to admit where I'm selfish. I get to do what I want. I get to be home if I need to. I get to see cool stuff and tell people about it. And I get to know more people in case maybe they like my art or in case maybe I can play a gig there. Like, yes,
yeah.
I have that. And that's my selfish part. But I enjoy doing it for others and connecting to the world because I feel better spiritually, emotionally, mentally. I feel better connecting to people and giving something back. I can't live without that exchange. There's no frustration in dialogue or workload or the direction of the magazine other for me that Michael needs to take care and nurture this thing that he created, and sometimes that does mean not necessarily being selfish but focusing on the income and stuff like that and things like that, but the real passion and purpose of why he's doing it has nothing to do with that. So if there's any frustration, it's only because I have that caring mother part.
No,
that,
what do you think about my? Oh yeah.
I only have the caring mother part that he should really nurture the whole situation so that he's not exhausted because of this beautiful thing. And now he's got a team of 3 more people, and he's very kind, patient. He always tells us to put our family first, put our situations first, which is wonderful. That he has that understanding, which is why he's easy to work for in another way. The only thing is just wanting to make sure that finances are covered, so because it is that valuable. It is that valuable thing. Nobody's doing anything like it. If they are, they probably got it from this direction. It's a valuable situation here that needs to be taken care of like a baby, and that's just my sense. So there's no arguments, there's no anything like that. He's actually very easy to work for. He's got opinions on things, and that's fine. I'll let him rant, he'll hear me rant. I'm totally cool with all that. We get along great. I just want to see this thing sustain itself financially and provide for the people who created it financially. That's my only complaint. Is that I want to make it more like that, but I'm also putting my family first because he told me to. He's just that generous, and it's true.
No, I also mean in this, people can talk great. A lot of people, no matter where you live, talk great. I also said with your second, to you, Megan and Carrie, the second thing is put your own projects, your art, everything else, because